This is an American Standard with my digital camo project on a Marlin 60 22 long rifle. This is a rifle I've had my whole life. My grandfather taught me how to shoot when I was young, six-ish to eight-ish, can't remember when. Anyways, still in my family, just thought it needed an updated look, and I was bored, wanted something to do. So I broke it down to all its various parts, taped off what I didn't want to be painted, and adjusted this as I went along. I actually ended up painting the iron sights because I have high scope rings on this because I find these iron sights very accurate on this Marlin 60. Anyways, broke it all down. It's going to hang it up to degrease it with that CRC brake cleaner you see in that picture. Hung everything up, and I'm glad I did this because a lot of dirt and grease came off these parts. It was actually quite disgusting. Anyways, it seemed to work. I also failed to mention that I used 400 grit sandpaper and triple aught steel wool to rough up even the scope, but all the metal parts, even the wood, to give a surface that the paint could adhere to better. Found a digital pattern online, printed it out in cardstock, cut this out with an X-Acto knife. This is the more lengthy and tedious part of this project. Anyways, but well worth it for the desired effect. Found 3-inch painter's tape that I was going to cut these patterns into on these small boards. Did 3 rows of 3-inch painter's tape, did various patterns, turning it ever which way, cut it all out. The X-Acto knife played a big role in this project. I used it for pretty much throughout the whole project. Used it to get these pieces of painter's tape back off this board without ripping them, which turned out to be a challenge. Anyways, here's the parts broken down with the first color. It came in, this is all Krylon ultra flat camouflage paint. I was just going to do 2 colors at first. This was the tan, actually dried in a more olive green. Didn't mind it though, it actually looked very cool. I painted all the individual parts because I wanted at least a coat or 2, which this ended up being 2 coats across all these parts. Then I reassembled it, as you can see here, for the darker green coat and to put these 3-inch painter tapes, the digital camo decals on this. I wanted to put it all back together because I wanted to get a full effect. Kind of put these decals at an angle on this project. Actually, Tripwire36 here on YouTube was inspiration for this project. He had some good advice if you want to check out his video. Anyways, here's the rifle all put together. Then I took it inside for yet another tedious and lengthy part of this process, putting these digital patterns on this gun. Took a while, wanted to do the best I could. Kept referencing, as you see on these pictures, that Army ACU picture that I had printed out. This took a while. Actually, another thing, you should let this paint dry as long as you can. I think I did each coat dried for about 24 hours. Actually, the second coat I let dry for about 36 on these. Anyways, hung it back up for the darker green color. Here it is hanging up. That string at the back sling swivel I had loose so I can move it in either direction and spray this gun good. Anyways, did 2 coats of the darker green. Again, let the first coat dry for 30 hours or so. Let the second coat dry for about 36 hours. It's amazing how it just hardens more and more over time. If anybody has a suggestion of a good hard sealer, clear sealer, obviously nothing reflective, nothing semi-gloss or gloss, thinking about sealing this too, because again it's just Krylon spray paint. Although I was also thinking about adding a 3rd color to this as well, that's in the Army ACU, and maybe even adding a black to it like the Marine Marpat. If you have any suggestions on that, or you think I should do it, just leave a comment. Anyways, here it is with most of the decals taken off. I keep saying decals, but the painter's tape, you know what I'm saying. And it turned out really good. I was very pleased with it. Again, I might go with a 3rd color, maybe a dark brown, or maybe even the black to give it a more Marine Marpat look. But that is my Marlin 6D 22 LR project. Hope you guys enjoyed looking at it. Thanks. Bye.